Good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to understand the topic of class system. In the earlier lectures, we have already learned the concept of Indian society, social stratification, the types of social stratification. Now, and the types after types, there were two types, caste and class system. But today, we are going to deal with the class system. That what is the class system? If we talk in the layman language of layman, it means the class where the people are divided. People are divided on the basis of the economic or the basis of their income, on the basis of the materials they hold, the physical materials, the valuable items, the life they are living. On these basis, when they are divided, it means they are under some class system. Very commonly, we know that there are three classes: upper class, middle class, and lower class. But who has divided this class or who has created this class? We have never gone in this way. We have never thought in this way that who has created it, who has divided it. However, it's a social phenomenon. The person who is thinking that I am having a very high standard of living, I am having almost every luxurious item. It means he must be enjoying the upper class. He's having a nice income. He's in the best profession. It means he is having the upper class. But a person who thinks that I am neither earning very well, not very bad, it means he is in the middle class and the lower class. He is trying to upgrade himself. He is trying to upgrade or update its class from lower to middle, middle to upper. If we are talking about that, who has created this class or from where this concept has arisen? So earlier, when we see that there were farmers in India, they were not the traders. They were only doing the farming for feeding their own family, not for to how to sold their grains to the and earn the profit or to incur losses. They were only earning for their own family. At that time, they were not maintaining any class. But as the farmer has become the trader, after trading, he got that if I'll sell this item, I'll got the profit, or at this time I will occur losses. So this has initially increased the categorization of different classes. As our earning has increased, a common man earning has increased. He has start acquiring the more material things to him. He thinks that if I'm holding the lot of materialistic things, it means I'll be having an upper class. However, it is not true because after having only the materialistic things, if you are not having the good standard of living, if you are not in a good profession, you are not in a best practices, it means somewhere your class system doesn't affect your personality. Okay. Now, according to the concept of politics, that how this class system is, if we talk about the politics and the government, they both are interrelated because the politics directly affect the government. The ruling party is generally having the government, and due to politics, the government is earning maximum due to the categorization of these classes. If there were no classes, the government can't earn. There are classes, so if there will be class, upper class, middle class, lower class, the government will start earning in terms of tax. A person earning more will pay more tax. A person earning less, he will pay less tax. A person who is not having a standard income or an income which is under a different slabs of the tax, then he won't be charged any tax to pay. So, in this way, the political theory has centered on the models of social stratification and the hierarchical social categories. Now we have to understand why it is from the what is the point of view of politics, because politics is directly related to the government, and the government is imposing different tax slabs on the upper class, middle class, and never for the lower class because their earning is not in the slab of tax. That's why they have been debated, exempted. The second word, which we'll see here is that the hierarchy of social categories. So somewhere this hierarchy has been created. If we think from the marketing point of view, a person who is having much more money is having the buying capacity. So if he is having the buying capacity, he has the ability to pay. It means a new product comes into the market as it has been launched. The upper class group firstly try to acquire that product, that material. After the acquisition of the upper class, the middle class starts acquiring that product, starts the purchasing of that product. After upper and middle, those who are in the lower class, they also try to occupy that product. However, we see the concept of the second hand in the market. The second hand concept is for the lower class. They, if because their paying capacity is not much more, they don't have the ability to pay as per the upper and middle class. So they think that there is a good example that second hand in every automobile company we see that there is a second hand concept like for Maruti, Tata, Ford Assure, in every automobile company you will see that they are uh, true value. Like in Maruti there is true value. What does the true value do? The true value satisfy the needs of the lower middle class and lower class because they don't have the ability to pay a new car, so their demand or need can be satisfied from those stores, those organizations. Okay, now we will see that how this class system is affecting our society and how this class system has been targeted by different companies. What is in their mind? How they are using this class system for promoting their products, for promoting their services, for earning much more from this classes, and how they are changing our pattern. Okay, now we will see that it is a social class pyramid. In this social class pyramid, it is clearly seen visible that you can see the upper class is in the number one, the middle class is in the number two, and the third one is the lower class. If we will do the more classification, more categorization of these three classes, in the upper class, it can be divided into the upper class and upper lower class. In the middle class, again, upper middle class, lower middle class. In the third lower class, upper lower class and lower class. Generally, we consider the big business tycoons in the upper class or the politicians, the person who is leading the society. They are belonging to the upper class because somewhere if we will categorize these classes according to the profession, you will see that a person from the same department, if a person is a clerk in the high court, and a person who is the judge of that court, high court. It means that judge will be maintaining the upper class, and from the same department, the clerk will be maintaining the either upper middle or lower middle class. So, according to these classes, marketing companies are also targeting these classes. If you see the categorization of product, a parent company is there. The parent company is targeting different classes by the different models of their product. From the same company, you will see a premium product. From the same company, you will see a economical product, and from the same company, you will see a little bit cheaper product. Like if a hair care there is, if a company who is having the number of products in the hair care segment, that company is also putting a cheaper product in the sachet for a low quality products for the lower class or the lower middle class. But the same company is also targeting with their premium products to the upper class and the upper middle class. Just take the example of service sector. In hotels, when we move to any hotel, we will see that there is a different categorization. For whom this categorization has been made, this categorization has been made according to these classes, due to our paying capacity of these classes. The premium suite room, deluxe room, normal room, dormitory, AC, non-AC. There are different features were there according to the class and their paying capacity. So social class has been created, and we will see at each and every sector that according to class the department has been created. According to class, companies are doing their marketing. According to class, there is the availability of product in the market. Everything is dependent only on the class. If a same automobile company is having its model of rupees 30 lakh, 35 lakh or 40 lakh. And the same company is also having its model for rupees 3 lakh, rupees 4 lakh, rupees 5 lakh, rupees 10 lakh, rupees 15 lakh. It means the number of segments were there. These number of segments which were targeting each class so that not a single class can be left untapped. That is why we understand the social class pyramid. Now we will move through this diagram. What does this diagram interprets? We will try to interpret it in our term. You will see the heading that the evolution of the household income profile in India. If we compare the year 2005 with the year 2018, we will see the number of households in 2005 were 219 million. And in 2018, there is 293 million. Now, the upper segment, which is denoted by the high, okay, it means upper class, upper middle, and high class. The high class almost constitutes 1 million. That is only the 1% of 219 million. The upper middle is of 16 million, almost 7% of the total population, total households. And the lower middle, that is of 51 million, 23% of the total households in 2005. And the lower class is of the majority and having the large number of share in the market. That is of 151 million, and total if we see in the terms of percentage, it counts 69%. Okay, so this is the income category. This is the category through which we can see that what is the percentage of different classes, the lower class, the lower middle class, or the upper middle class, or the upper class. Okay, if we are comparing 2005 data with the data of 2018, we will see that no doubt everyone wants to rise, everyone wants to fly, everyone wants to earn more. So if he is earning more, if a person is earning more, no doubt his demands will also increase, his standards will also increase, his consumption pattern will also increase. So we'll see that in 2005 there were only 1 million people were in the higher class. Now it's just 8 times, 8 million people were there in these 13 years. In 13 years, there is a multiple of 8 per 1% to 3%. Now in the upper middle, from 16 million to just 61 million, almost 300% rise in the upper middle class, and in the lower middle class from 51 million to 97 million, and the lower class 151 million to 127 million. It means the people has upgraded their standard. The lower class has upgraded to the lower middle class, and the lower middle class has upgraded its population to the upper middle, and the upper middle has upgraded its standard to the higher class. How it's happened? It's happened only due to the flexibility of the companies, the approach of the companies. Like if you see the Bajaj Finance, or there is a popular term, there is a popular company named Aditya Vision in Bihar. If you don't have a single penny, but you are having an Aadhaar card in your pocket and a mobile number in your pocket, you will just go there and purchase a lot of items without paying a single penny. It means somewhere that company has facilitated to raise our living standard by holding the more electronic items, more materialistic things, which proves that they are in the upgraded class. If they're in the low, after having the refrigerator, after having the oven, after having the air condition, after having the air coolers, they will be upgraded to the middle class. So that is the reason how they are approaching to us, and they are using the different methods like Bajaj Finance, microfinance companies. They are upgrading and they are giving the height to our needs, our demand, our dreams, and they are also fulfilling it. If you, now we will compare the data of 2018 with the 2030. That is the forecasted. That what is happening in the 2018. If we will compare with the forecasting data that is of 2030, just again after 12 years almost. Now you will see that higher class 8 million to 29 million, just more than 3 times. Upper middle 61 million to 168 million, the unexpected rise in the upper middle class. Lower middle 97 million to 132 million, and the lower class has going to reduce its grade, and they are regularly consistently upgrading themselves to the lower middle, and the upper middle, the lower class is upgrading to the lower middle class. Lower middle class is upgrading its standard to the upper middle class, and the upper middle class is upgrading its standard to the higher class. Okay, you will see, we will see the description written in the right hand side. High income and upper middle income segment, that is shown by high. 1 in 4 household today, 1 in 2 households by 2030. It means in the upper middle class there were only 1 out of 4 household, but by 2030 there will be the every one household will be in the upper middle or lower middle by 2030 out of 2 households. And by 2030 there is the expectation that there will be the lower class will be reduced by 17 million households will be reduced by 2030. It means where these 70 million people will move towards, where this 70 million people will go, 70 million class will go. No doubt they will move towards the upper segment. They will move towards the lower middle or the upper middle or to the high class. It is only possible due to the different techniques of the marketing, our economic condition, our occupation pattern. All these things are dependent on this class. Okay, so the main focus of every company is that in which class we are, what is our income, what is our living of standard, what is our pattern, what is our consumption pattern, and how we are going to increase it by the day. Just take one more example from the automobile company. The automobile companies time to time launches a typical offer. That offer is that you can exchange your old car from the same brand. If you're having the Honda Image, you can exchange it with the, or you can upgrade your car with the Honda City or any updated version. It means somewhere that company is again targeting that okay, Honda Image is for the lower middle and the Honda City is for the upper middle. So if we are having that much of capacity, we will upgrade it by the easy financing terms, by the exchange bonus, or by the loyalty bonus. We will also provide the different things: exchange bonus, then loyalty bonus, then offers, then discount. It means 4 in 1 package. If you are upgrading your car, you are not only upgrading your car, you are also upgrading your class. That should be kept in the mind that after the selection of the product, users of the product, we are also known that by using the product that from which class we belong to. If I'm eating a Parle-G biscuit, no doubt what what image you will guess in your mind. And if I am eating a Milano, what image you will get. If I'm eating a good day, what image you will get. It means on the basis of the consumption, the products we use, we are categorized. No, this person is from the different class, this person is from the lower class or the lower middle or the upper middle or the high class. That is the forecast which has been used by different companies, and they are targeting more towards the lower class, that how their needs can be fulfilled, and they can be, lower class can be converted or upgraded into the lower middle class. Every company is targeting on this class because where there is a more consumption, more consumption will be there. No doubt on the lower class, if their consumption pattern will increase, no doubt the companies will earn more and make more and more profit by the day. Okay, thank you for all this. Thank you.